Hello and welcome. This is Cherie with Rehashfiber, and today I have something really special to share with you. It is Lefkara Lace from the country of Cyprus. Cyprus is located in the Mediterranean. It is an island and it is south of Turkey and just west of Syria, about 59 nautical miles. It is surrounded by that beautiful Mediterranean water, and it has a very southeastern European feel to it. It's wonderful. I was there in 2017 working as a photographer for a nonprofit group. On my days off, the people that I was staying with were wonderful about taking me out, helping me explore and see some of the best parts of Cyprus. One day we went to the town of Lefkara, and she was telling me, you have to go because it's known for its lace. And I was like, okay, let's see what this is all about. Exploring the town, it's just beautiful. Ancient buildings, and we found the lace shop. Going inside, I was able to visit with the owner and get a little bit more of the story of it. So Lefkara is the name of the town, and they call it Lefkara Lace. However, it is done today all over Cyprus. But in this town, she said there are only 34 people still doing this type of lace. And it is a World Heritage item when they make it. So the elements of Lefkara lace, it is embroidery involving stitches and cutting so that you do get this lacy effect. And it goes back to the 14th century. And back then, it was very, very important. Skills were passed down from mother to daughter. The lace was so important that it was part of their dowry, and they needed to have a wonderful display for when they were marrying age of their dowry of this Lefkara lace. It got very competitive and they got very good, and the lace is absolutely beautiful. Back then, the women were the creators of it and the men were the merchants, and actually took it all over Europe. I have a little fun fact for you. In the 15th century, Leonardo da Vinci visited Cyprus and purchased some of the Lefkara lace, and he took it back to Milan, and right now it is in the Duomo Cathedral in Milan. So I thought that was pretty special. I've not been there to see it. I'd like to someday. All right, so when I was in the shop with the lady, we got to visiting, and she was showing me all different types, and there's many different types and styles. It's very beautiful and very intricate. I ended up purchasing this piece, and my thought at the time was, I can't leave here without having a treasured piece. I just wasn't sure what to get. I thought this would be beautiful, maybe as the centerpiece of a table. But in the time from leaving Cyprus and getting home, I realized I had a World Heritage piece, and I could not have it displayed where it would get dusty, dirty, or any kind of food on it or anything. So it is now behind museum glass. They did give me a UNESCO sticker for the back, so it is that important and very special. This piece is made of Irish linen and French thread. I hang it in the kitchen, one of the happiest places in my house where people like to hang out and mingle, and I have this special piece as that wonderful memory of that time. In general, one of the things that thrills me about travel so much is that learning the unexpected. Of course, when you get out and about, that's what it's all about. You just get these things that are amazing. Well, here, when we were out exploring, my host would show me like towns that were completely desolate and explain to me some of the history, which I didn't even know when I went on this trip. So Cyprus itself, we'll start at the 20th century, was under British rule. Then the Greeks in the 60s were ruling it. But there was always some tension with the Turks from Turkey. So I'm just going to do the glaze over here. So in 74, there was a full-on coup d'etat, a lot of fighting between Turkey and Greece. It ended up dividing the country. So the northeastern part of the country is under Turkish rule, and the south is Greek rule. So yes, you do have to show your passport passing between a border to go between the two. And it's very interesting because it's not even that big of an island, but it is two distinctly different places. But these towns, or parts of towns, ended up being desolate because what happened is if you were Greek and you lived up north, you got completely pushed out. And same the other way. The Turks got pushed back north and left their towns. So we're driving along and we will see a town that is just a ghost town. And that up north we were in a more bustling, busy town, but part of it was cordoned off and desolate because that's where the Greeks had to leave and move back south. So just really interesting to see. Now back to Cyprus overall, I thought it was beautiful and just had so much character, and I do want to share with you a slideshow of some of the best things. You know that I like sharing everything fiber. We spent the whole day at Panbanged Knits in Brooksville the other day. Super, super fun. If you ever make it to Florida and can make it to Panbanged Knits, do it. It is a destination yarn shop. It is a welcoming place. We go and we hang out for the entire day. It's in the historic part of Brooksville, so then we leave and we have a yummy lunch up the road, come back, shop, talk, visit. Kristen, the owner, has just a welcoming, happy, cheery personality. She wants you there. She loves to visit. The yarn is every kind, all kinds of animal fibers, and every price point. And that is her whole idea, is to have something for everybody. She's got a big table you can gather around, lovely couches everywhere, fun, fun things, fun accessories. Gets me every time. I love sheep. Saw this, picked it up, right away, went in my buy pile. It is a lovely sheep, stuffed, heavy, to hold your accessories. Doesn't get any better than that. The little fabric here is super pretty. I'm always working at this desk over here with a ton of stuff laid out. Now it's not gonna be laid out, it's gonna be right here. I'm so happy. Now, yes, I do love sheep and every bit of them. However, this little piggy was way too cute. Now, it is a tape measure. And yes, I have a lot of tape measures, but I don't have one that's a pig. At the shop, she's got everything. All kinds of animals that the tape measures are in. I'm sorry, I just had to have a little crocheted pink tape measure. This is actually hand crocheted from Vietnam. Now, if you would like these, call Kristen at Panbanged Knits. I'm just gonna include the number right here. Tell her Cherie sent you. You want this really cool sheep that is hold your accessories, that is called Lantern Moon. Or you want this wonderful little tape measure, and you can peruse the other kinds too, and it is called, I guess you could call it the Paradise Exotic Accessories. So also, of course, I have to include the websites. This is lanternmoon.com to get the sheep. And this one is buttonsect.com. Super fun. I love things in life that make life more fun. All right, I hope you enjoyed Cyprus and learning about the Lefkara lace. What a wonderful thing it is to travel and learn things you didn't know before. It just makes me feel better to travel and learn new things. It's like putting more info in the brain. Great. All right, everybody. Happy fiber art. Happy travels, and thanks for watching.